Good day, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about CA certificates and how certificate trust actually works in modern systems. A CA certificate or certificate authority certificate is a self-signed cryptographic certificate used to identify and verify the authority itself. Browsers, operating systems, and electronic devices all maintain a list of trusted CA certificates. This trusted list is usually distributed and updated through system updates. This list forms the starting point of the entire TLS/SSL trust chain. Any certificate that is signed by a trusted CA will also be trusted by the system as long as the certificate is valid. Another important concept is the certificate revocation list, also known as the CRL. In simple terms, the CRL is a list that tells the system which certificates have been revoked and should no longer be trusted. However, there are two important points to note. First, root CA certificates normally do not use CRLs. Second, according to the RFC standards, clients are not always required to check the CRL. Whether the CRL is checked or not depends on the client configuration. Now let's look at several common situations where certificate validation may fail. The first case is when the certificate is trusted, but it has already expired. The second case is when the certificate is signed by a CA that is not trusted by the system. As shown in the example, the certificate on the right is signed by an untrusted CA. So even if the certificate is not expired, the system will still reject it. The certificate on the left is signed by a trusted CA, so it is accepted by the system. The third case happens when the domain name does not match the certificate. Modern certificates use the subject alternative name, or SAN, to define which domain names the certificate is valid for. In this example, the certificate only protects the 3 domains listed in the SAN. One of them is a wildcard certificate. It is important to understand that a wildcard certificate only covers one level of subdomain. For example, can cover mail.some-domain.com, but it does not cover t1.mail.some-domain.com because that is one level deeper than the wildcard allows. To summarize, a certificate is essentially a public key, combined with additional information such as issuer, validity period, subject,
Signature.
and usage constraints. All of this information is packaged together into a signed certificate file. If you want to understand more about how keys work, you can also check my other video about encryption keys. That concludes today's session. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.